Now, nutritional experts are meeting in Sydney this morning to discuss just how food labelling could be used to prevent heart disease, diabetes and obesity.
Dr. Cynthia Ogden from the Centre for Disease Control and Prevention in the United States is a leading expert in this area. She's currently in Sydney as a guest of the US Study Centre and she joins us now. Cynthia Ogden, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How important a role does proper food labelling play in the battle against obesity?
Well, as you know, there is an obesity epidemic around the world, and in the United States, obesity has doubled in the last 30 years, and many things have happened along the way in terms of leading to obesity, and one of the issues is that food portion sizes have increased tremendously, and so food labels are one way that people can really learn about the food portion sizes that they're consuming.
How could labels be improved to give people like you greater weapons in your armoury to fight obesity?
Well, food labels are important in that they can give people an idea on the calories that they're consuming in that particular package, and understanding the calories that they should consume during the day. Of course, calories that you consume during the day varies depending on your age, your sex, and how active you are.
Now, one of the options before the Australian government, Cynthia, is a star system, you know, 1 star bad, 5 star good. A lot of people, like me at times, if I'm completely honest, haven't got the time or the eyesight to read food labelling on some products. Is a star system a good way to go?
Well, food labels definitely provide good information to consumers, and I think it's very important that the label be something that the consumer can actually read. And you're right that I know in the United States food labels sometimes can be small and difficult to read, and so things that are easier for the consumer are probably better.
We have a lot of parents watching this show as they get their kids off to school, or in fact face the day with school holidays at the moment, obviously. What advice can you give them as if they are worried about what their kids are eating, the portion sizes, etc.?
Well, I think that obesity in relation to children is caused by many different things, and how much you're eating and when you're eating. And one thing that's been happening in the United States is that people are snacking much more than they've ever snacked. And food labels may be another thing that will contribute to understanding the calories that you're getting in your snacks from the foods that you're eating for snacks. So food labels may be helpful in understanding snacking as well.
That's right. It actually comes down to what are those snacks. Potato chips are quite different to picking up an apple.
That's correct.
Now, how confident are you looking in your home country about the ongoing fight against obesity? Do you think inroads are being made?
Well, it looks as if the prevalence of obesity in the United States is beginning to plateau, and so that we haven't seen recent increases, and so that's some good news. But the prevalence of obesity in the United States is among the highest in the world. In fact, 36% of American adults are obese, and I think that compares to about 28% in Australia, if I checked correctly yesterday when I arrived. And so there's some. It's good that it's plateauing, but the rates are very high, and there are many activities now being undertaken to try to address obesity, both through diet and physical activity.
And a good thing too. Cynthia Ogden, thank you so much for your time this morning.
You're welcome.
The STAR system that's being suggested is a really interesting one because it aims to sort of bring together all the elements in some food, that, you know, fat content, sugar content and everything else, and then come up with some sort of generalised STAR idea about whether it's, you know, healthy or not. We know, and if you've been listening to ABC radio in the last few days and watching ABC TV, you'll know that the biggest health issue in this country at the moment is diabetes.
Yes.
Diabetes is being diagnosed in this country at an alarmingly high rate. A number of people, dozens of people literally every day in this country diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, which is the one that you develop from, you know, poor diet and environmental factors. So if the STAR system is going to be effective, it has to be effective in a way that it's actually going to cut down the issues that lead to obesity, diabetes and other illnesses like that.
Yeah, you want to try everything, especially big, bright gold stars. So people like me who struggle to read those food labels,
as
Cynthia said.
You don't get your glasses out at the supermarket,
You don't. No. You know, what's the fat content, kilojoules? I just don't bother.
Better just to buy the fresh fruit.
The healthy stuff. Yeah, which I largely do, but sometimes you're not a bit sure about something.
Our kids used to always complain. They'd go to the fridge and look and go, you people, you don't have food, you have ingredients. Yes, the ingredients are used to make the food.
Nice, healthy, proper food.